We all know about the super cube trend, but do we all want to spend the money on them? They can definitely simplify your life, but at $30 a pop, the cost adds up. I figured out 5 cheap, some are even free alternatives that I'm going to show you today exactly how to use them. Now, let's be clear, they aren't exactly like the high-end silicone molds, but you can get great results without the price tag. The first method is what I call the grandma method because it uses empty containers you already have, like this Greek yogurt tube. It's important to use containers with a round neck or straight sides so the frozen cube can slide out easily. This works best for liquids like soups and stews. Once it's frozen, the trick to getting it out is just dipping the bottom in hot water for about 10 seconds. It slides right out into the plate. You can do this with cream cheese tubes, sour cream containers, or even hummus jars. It's cheap, on hand, and easy. The second method uses standard plastic wrap. If you buy the big rolls from Costco, it will probably last until you retire. When I lived in the US, I used this all the time. This works best for cooked rice, dough, steamed veggies, beans. All you do is portion the food into the wrap, fold it into a tight cube shape, and freeze it. In a couple of hours, it's ready to toss into a freezer bag. You just have to be careful not to tear the plastic into your food, but it really does the job for shaping. This option is the closest to the name brand molds. It's a silicone mold from Shane that cost me about $2. It gives me those perfect Lego cubes, but there are some trade-offs. It's not oven safe or dishwasher safe, and because it's lower quality silicone, it can absorb food smells over time. I'm still researching the long-term durability, but for quick results on a budget, it's a solid alternative. I'd love to hear what you think about using these cheaper molds in the comments. This is similar to the first method, but using items like plastic cups or even upcycled egg cartons, paper cups, or milk cartons. I used a plastic glass here to portion out small cuts of meat. It's not a perfect system, but it's an easy way to portion meals without buying anything new. My last suggestion is using parchment paper inside a cup or a baking pan or even a plate. For a plate, line it with parchment and pour your food in an even layer. Freeze it for about 90 minutes until it's firm but not rock hard. Then use a knife to score or cut the layer into squares and put it back to finish freezing. Once solid, they'll snap perfectly along those lines. Whether you're using these homemade hacks or the silicone trays, the goal is the same. Get the food frozen, pop it out, and move it to a heavy-duty freezer bag as soon as it's solid. Since DIY containers aren't usually airtight, the freezer bag is what prevents freezer burn and keeps your food tasting fresh for months. If these tips saved you some dollars today, please hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this to other parents and creators who are trying to save money. And if you're curious to see how I prepped 10 different meals using 3 methods for the first time, click the link on the screen now. If you're struggling to eat healthy without spending many hours in the kitchen, I want to give you a free gift. I've spent many hours to break it down into a 30 recipe book for energy, recovery, and weight loss. Go to the description and grab it, it's absolutely free.